Homecoming is basically a bigger budgeted Lifetime movie, but not the Lifetime movie you're thinking of. The movie is directed by Morgan Freeman. Yeah, I wish. No, this Morgan Freeman has produced classics like MTV's Teen Mom and Teen Mom 2. You know, Teen Mom 2, where they get more teenier. The movie is about this woman named Shelby who's dealing with her high school sweetheart Michael coming back into town as their old school retires his football jersey. Which, is that something that high schools do? Anyway, Shelby still thinks that she is dating Michael, but apparently she just forgot that Michael broke up with her. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure if Michael timed the breakup very well.
What do you mean?
You know what it means, Shelby. We broke up. You remember? After your mom died, I went away to school. I don't live here anymore. Any of this ring a bell?
Yeah, remember I broke up with you, your dog died, then you got diagnosed with cancer? Any of this ringing a bell? And to keep up with the theme of Michael sort of being a dick, there's this one point where Shelby makes Michael a sandwich.
BLT's still your favorite, right?
And after this scene, you can see that Michael didn't even touch this BLT. What the hell, man? I mean, that's pretty rude. A pig died for that sandwich. But do you know what the worst thing Michael has done recently? He brings his new girlfriend, Elizabeth, to the bowling alley that Shelby owns. It's alright, Shelby, just when they get a strike, make sure they don't get to see the dated graphics. So Shelby is distraught, and after some very convoluted situations, Shelby accidentally, hits Michael's new girlfriend with her car. So I'm sure you're thinking, oh, this is a I Know What You Did Last Summer ripoff, which, yeah, that would be the correct thinking there. But no, this is a Misery ripoff. And for those who don't know what the movie Misery is about, because that did come out a while ago, I'll recap it here real quick. It's about a famous author who gets into a car crash and is only saved by his #1 fan, and this fan actually nurses him back to health. The only problem is that this fan is a psychopath who doesn't like the author's newest book and actually tortures him into writing a new book. So I'm sure you can see the parallels because Shelby is actually unhinged, and because Elizabeth is Michael's new girlfriend, Shelby tortures her.
Okay, sorry, Shelby. I didn't mean to go in your room. And...
Does this hurt?
Oh, yes.
What about this?
Oh, Shelby, please stop.
And this?
But in Misery, the movie's anchored by a really good performance by Kathy Bates, who actually won an Oscar for her performance. Here, the woman who plays Shelby does a good job being a manipulator and gaslighter, but she doesn't have the same manic energy. I will admit, though, it is tough when the dialogue is not great.
Phone ain't working.
I just needed some water.
Really? Because that doesn't look like a sink, Elizabeth. That looks like a phone. That is a phone, isn't it?
I love how she asked that like she wasn't really sure, like, wait, that is a phone, right? But another thing in Misery, it makes sense why the fan would keep the author alive. Here, it's just like, why are you keeping Elizabeth alive? Sort of seems like if you weren't nursing this woman back to health, the whole Michael being in a relationship thing would be figured out. Which brings us to the letter that brought us this movie today, the letter Y. Why does Shelby keep evidence of her murdering her mom in the toilet tank? Why does Shelby kill a cop who finds Elizabeth but doesn't kill Elizabeth? And why is a high school retiring someone's jersey? I'm sorry, I have not talked about that enough. Like, I get it if you're Tom Brady, but what has Michael done? But I have to admit, the climax of this movie is a gem. At the Jersey retirement, Michael realizes that Shelby has been keeping Elizabeth hostage and he runs off to go save her, leaving everyone at the Jersey ceremony very confused. And as Michael is running to go save his girlfriend, your heart is pounding, there's epic music playing, and Shelby is just casually eating a sandwich.
Billy, it's me. Come to Shelby's and you get this. I think she has Elizabeth.
My God, dude, what a cut. Like, it goes on for so long. Okay, but let's get to the real action now.
Hey, it's Elizabeth.
Guys, come on. Are you trying to make this funny? Like, she's eating that sandwich for so long. Okay, but now Michael finally gets to the house. Okay, Shelby, how long have you been eating that sandwich? Because Michael just ran multiple miles to get to your house, and you're only like halfway through that sandwich. Michael just bursts through the door and he's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that my BLT? I was gonna eat that later. Michael finds Elizabeth, which pisses Shelby off, who then shoots Michael, and then Michael pushes Shelby up against a wall, which then causes Shelby to pass out. What just happened there? It's like she lost the will to survive. Anyways, the couple gets away, leaving Shelby alone, and then the movie ends. Okay. Yeah, this movie was just very forgettable. Like, there are some parts where this movie is so bad it's good, but not a lot of moments like that. Definitely not going to be the worst on this list, but definitely not the best either. You know, all this could have been avoided if Shelby had just seen a doctor, just like in the movie Mercy, Dr.